Hi guys, I want to have a quick conversation. I'm looking at some good shows tonight on ABC 7. They got some new little shows on here. But anyway, I want to talk to you guys about muscle cramps. Um, I work a job where I'm on my feet and I don't take a break. I'm on my feet for 6, 7, or 8 hours, constantly just moving, right? So that's considered like an exercise. If you're not resting, you're constantly on your feet. Anything you do constantly on your feet to the muscles, it's an exercise if you're constantly moving. And so if you don't stretch your muscles, you have to take time to stretch. So I'm going to start doing more stretches. I didn't get a chance to work out today because I was kind of tired. So we're going to do a workout in the morning. But another thing too, when you work out, you need to stretch before and after. But if you don't stretch the muscles will start spasming and cramping up. Now, the reason the muscles cramp up is because they need hydration. And I have been using just sodium on my meats, because I'm just eating meats, egg, and cheese. But I've stopped using the sodium because I want to get a good salt. And I got a name of a company that I'm going to be ordering my salt. But the muscles need magnesium, potassium, and sodium. So, you can get potassium from bananas, and it's a lot of ways you can get magnesium. That's why I eat pickle. Pickle gives you magnesium. But I haven't been having pickle lately. I haven't been having salt. I don't have banana. I don't have any of these things going on. So my I went to sleep, because I sleep anytime when I'm tired, I just go to sleep, especially if I'm not at work. So my muscles started spasming and cramping up as I was asleep. So I said, wait a minute, I ordered an electrolyte powder. So I said, let me get up. And I looked at the electrolyte powder, and that's what it's got in it: magnesium, potassium, and sodium. And so I kept saying the people on the carnivore videos always talk about element. Make sure you got you some element, because some of them, they also don't use salt because I don't know, but they said Redmond salt. They were using Redmond salt. You got to get you a good salt, and you got to make sure it's a well-known company because the salts they have, they said because of the plastics in the ocean, people are throwing all the plastics away. That you may have a sea salt with some plastics in it. But anyway, this video is just letting you know to get you an electrolyte powder. I was asleep and I said, is this arthritis? Because I don't have arthritis that bad. Every now and then when it get cold outside, I feel a little ache here and there every now and then, but that's very seldom. But I was feeling them cramps in my legs, in my lower legs, and I said, well, let me rub it down with some I got some castor oil. I be putting castor oil on everything. I got a good castor oil. So I be rubbing that castor oil down, and I said, well, let me rub my leg down. It stopped for a minute, the muscle cramps. But then when I laid down on another side, it started back. And then it started moving up my leg. I said, let me get up and go in here and find me something to take. And some said electrolyte powder. So I made me a big thing of water, and I put the electrolyte powder in it. Let me go show you what kind I got. And then I gave my son some water, and I got the flavor called watermelon. Some people just drink a plain electrolyte powder with no flavor, but I like me a little flavor in mine. But because the flavor may be the sugar, that's why they get it plain, I believe, because they don't want no sugar. We're doing a no carb diet or a low carb diet. Keto is you're not eating carbs, but it's so hard, guys, to get off of carbs. Another thing I want to tell you about: when you first start eating just a straight carnivore diet, you're gonna be like, I need a little something, because most people are very addicted to carbs, to sugars, because you eat it in so many ways. You eat it in rices, you eat it in sauces, you eat it in this and that. Now with the carnivore, I'm going through a thing where I got to get off the sauces because some of the sauces have a lot of sugars and sodiums in them. But now I can do a marinade, like marinade in something, and that's still, when you cook it up real good, you still taste that little sweetness. So I did a marinade on some chicken legs of what I do. I did balsamic vinegar, soy sauce, paprika, garlic, and lemon pepper, and just the garlic powder, not the garlic salt. And I let that soak down in that soy sauce and that vinegar. And then I took it out and I stuck it in my cooker, my air fryer cooker. And I said, oh my goodness. I said, this chicken is just like off the grill. Looked like I went out and purchased chicken. It turned out so good. And, it was cooked really crispy. So the skin was like crispy. I was like, oh, I love this. So it's my first time cooking chicken in it. I've been cooking hamburger, beef steaks, things like that. But this air fryer, I love it. And I did not even pay a lot of money for it. So I quickly wash it out and keep it clean. Because I'm like, I can't wait to put the next thing in. What can I cook in it? You know. And I actually got an air fryer cookbook around here somewhere. But anyway, I came on here to tell you, if you are experiencing cramps or muscle spasm, it's because you need to stretch your muscles more when you're moving and working out a lot. And working out may not be exercise. It may be that you work on your feet for long hours. That's still exercise. You move a lot. You walk a lot. Like my son, he don't work, but he pace. He walks and he paces back and forth. He paces. And that's an exercise. So that's going to hit the muscle groups. It's going to hit your leg muscles, your arm muscles. So when you lay down, you'll get a cramp. You'll get a cramp. You'll get a spasm. So, when I made my powder, he came and gave me a little kiss, a little peck. I said, oh, he had those spasms too, but he don't know how to say, Mom, my muscle cramp, my muscle spasm. So you can go on Amazon and get you an electrolyte powder. I'm finna go ahead and show you what kind I got. Because it's best for you to eliminate the carbs naturally. Don't try and take something. Like they got people now taking Ozempics and all these things. So they trying to block the carb. You still eating the carb, but you're trying to take something that's going to block the absorption of the carb. Just naturally have the willpower to pull yourself off of the carb. It's going to take a while because even when you first start, you may still slip up and eat a little something every now and then. But you got to say to yourself, I can't keep slipping up. I got to get on it the right way. So this is the kind I got here. This one is called Liquid IV Hydration. And it's an electrolyte powder. And I got, in here is 16 of them. They come in a little pack like this. And you pour it into your water. So if you want it quick, you can do 6 ounces, 8 ounces, 16 ounces. I do a nice size cup, or a glass. We got some of these kind of glasses, but we got bigger glasses too. And I light it up with water, my little water in the filter over there, and pour my powder in it. And I came in here and drank me a cup, maybe about the size of this cup here. And I poured it in there and went back to sleep. And the minute I laid down, the cramps and muscle spasms was gone. I said, let me get back in bed and see what happened, Because when you lay down, that's when you see what's going to hit your legs, your muscles, or whatever. So, and I was like, this is not arthritis. No, arthritis don't feel that bad. I said, this is something else going on. So there was that muscle spasm because I was working yesterday and I was constantly moving. When I work, that's my workout because I don't work out often. I work out a couple of minutes here and there. I don't work out a lot, but I walk. And if you find ways to walk, it's a workout. It's the same thing. You got to move. You got to walk and move your arms. Walk and move your arms, whether it be around the house, at work, out shopping, whatever it is. You still calculating them steps, whether you got your counter on or you just naturally walking. Now, I don't always have on my counter, but I still walk because I'm in the mode of I got to get my steps up. In my mind, I'm like, let me just get a couple of walks in because I got to let me get a little extra in because I got to get my steps up. So whatever I do, I'm constantly trying to do the walk because I know that's the weight loss. Now, the other part of weight loss is fasting. Now, tomorrow I'm going into a 31-hour fast. I decided I'm going to do it like Friday to Saturday. Because most of the times when you're going into the weekend, you're busy enough that you can get a fast in and not even notice you did it. But coming on like Sunday into Monday, that's not going to work for me. Because Monday is a boring day and you're more likely to want to eat something. So you got to pick a busy day, one of your busiest days, and say at 12, after I eat lunch, I'm going on that fast until the next night at 7 p.m., and that's 31 hours. Okay, I don't want to take a long time with the video. Get you an electrolyte powder of some kind if you're not eating a lot of salt. But now, if you can, get you some bananas and some salt. You know, you want to sprinkle more salt on your meats, that's fine. I have a little bit of high blood pressure, so I'm not eating a lot of salt. But I do have an electrolyte powder, which it has sodium in it. It has sodium, magnesium, and potassium. You know, that's better for me because I don't want to do the bananas. You know, sometimes I will eat a pickle. I still eat a pickle, you know. The other day I had coleslaw. I didn't want to eat it, but I said I don't want it to go bad. But I've been out of my pickles and stuff, so I got this powder. I'm going to keep the powder no matter what. So I can always throw that in some water and keep on walking, keep on moving. And when I lay down, I won't get leg cramps, leg spasms. So, you know, I'm not well stretched. I know that I do a lot of movement and I don't stretch. Even if you're walking, you still need to stretch your legs, stretch your arms. You need to take a little bit and say, let me stretch out here. Let me find a way to stretch my limbs. Naturally walking, you still need to stretch. All right, guys, I'll talk to you later. Have a good night.